So today really we've done 3 days, right? So far we've acknowledged the fact that there are some things that we can change, right? And then the most important thing is knowing, right? You're no longer in what's called triple darkness, not knowing that you don't know that you don't know, right? So we've done the first part, right? Acknowledge that there is something that we can change. The second thing that we did was we itemized those things. We itemized them. We picked the ones that we needed to change, and we made the change, right? So not only did we on day three decide on an expense to get rid of, we aikidoed it, we repurposed it, and we moved that money into something else. It could have been a high yield savings account through Apple, American Express, Cash App. There's a bunch of high yield savings accounts opportunities, and that's what we talked about. We even talked a little bit, un poco, about what's to come next, right? After this challenge is complete, like how do we turn that passive income that you're going to get now from interest, right? You're letting the bank borrow your $15 that you saved from Netflix. So at the end of the year, we said, right, at the end of the year, it's not $15 anymore, right? It's $150, right? Or more accurately, 180, right? 15 times, don't embarrass me. 15 times 10 is 150 plus 30 is 180. So $180 at the end of the year. And we're getting interest on that. If we can round up, right? $1,000. Now we're not just doing Netflix. Maybe we're putting some extra money in there. At the end of the month, end of the year, we have $1,000 earning 3.5% interest, 3.6% interest, right? Now I said all that pretty fast because if you were here on day three, we wouldn't have to go. We're not learning that again. Um, I think for us, what's important, and let me just turn this around. I think for us, what's important now is commitment, right? So this is day four, so this will be a quick video. Today's about commitment, and we'll get a quote in there that says, it's funny thing about momentum. Once you get it, once you get momentum, and your real wheels start turning, you don't really want to lose it, right? It's like going to the gym for a while, right? You could one day in your mind could feel like it is going to ruin you. Now, is it? Probably not. But in the beginning, it is important that we don't skip. We don't miss out on the opportunity to continue the momentum forward. Same thing here. We've identified some things. Let's make some changes and let's commit ourselves to not going back, right? There is no more back. It's only forward, right? When you start saving that money, every day you're sitting at home and you're like, man, I don't have Netflix anymore, right? Just go look at your account. Just pull up your account and be like, dang, this is gonna be huge, right? Think about what's gonna come in the future, right? Think about don't just think about the sacrifice, think about the rewards that are on the horizon because of the sacrifice, and that'll help you get through it. Right. So let's commit ourselves to those changes. Um, we have to continuously track, right? So every month, I would say, you go back and you look at your expenses and you think, is there something here that I can change? Is there something here that I can reduce? Is there something here that I can test? Can I test reducing my groceries to, $100 this month, right? Let's not to 100, right? You might not make it, but reduce it by 100, reduce it by 50. Is there something else that I can try this month so I can have more money? Right? I don't need to necessarily go get another job or work more hours. Maybe there's already money in the 80 hours that I work already every 2 weeks. Maybe there's already something in there that I'm just missing. You will get to a point once you've committed that you are now free to seek other means of income, right? And it could be trading, right? I showed you, I think I showed you my account for a little while. It could be trading stocks and futures, which is okay, not necessary. It's okay. It's added pressure, added stress. It's all added, right? You can go get another job. It's the same thing, right? It's the same exact thing. Probably a little less mental stress because they're telling you what to do and you just do it. Where it comes to stocks and investing and trading in particular, you're making a decision by yourself, right? So there's a little bit more of a mental load there. But whatever you choose to do, you can go from, okay, I have my money in high yield savings accounts. I'm making money every month. If you have an Apple card, you can literally like see it. It's kind of cool every month. Or you can decide I want to get some active capital now, right? Transition. We're going to set a dollar amount today, day 4, right? So we're moving past the high yield savings account. It's in there. Leave it and watch it and be happy and proud of yourself. We are now moving to commitment, and we're setting actionable objective measures, right? Every month we're going to go back and check. We're also going to set up a system of tracking. We're also going to set up a consistent system of investing. So you can pick a number. Maybe you can't afford 10% every paycheck, but you want to get to a point where you're putting aside 10% of your every income, every dollar that comes in. Put aside 10% and invest it. Right, that's your investment money, and it can go into your high yield savings account, or you can put it aside for something else, or you can just, that could be your savings, like your actual savings for investing later on, right? You put in a high yield savings account, and then when an investment opportunity comes up, maybe you can buy a business, you can buy a vending machine, you can buy something that turns from passive to more active or semi-passive capital. You can take that money out of your high yield savings and invest it into this opportunity. But it first starts with building that nest egg, right? Building it through a consistent system of investing that you don't necessarily have to. You don't want to negotiate with yourself, right? Negotiating is what got you to a point where there were so many holes in your boat, right? Well, there was such a leak in your financial foundation. We don't want to negotiate, and let's set a financial standard moving forward. My financial standard is 10%. What is your financial standard moving forward? That every 2 weeks you can do it consistently. Let's see what else I have here. I have a contract that I'm putting that I'm going to attach to in the school. I'm going to upload a contract. It's an investment contract. You just got to go in there and sign it, and it's not between me and you. It's between you and yourself, right? It's I am committing. I believe. I want. I desire, and I'm willing to sacrifice. I. It's a contract between you and you. So go find that contract, sign it, print it out, put it up somewhere you're not gonna ignore it, and let's move towards, now we'll get napkin set sail. Right. We talked about in the first day, patching the holes in the ship, right? Making our foundation solid so that we can set our sails mindset and go to our destination. This is a commitment, right? This is the setting of the sails. We already patched the ship. We closed the holes up. We found other opportunities. Now, between today and tomorrow, we're setting sail. We're setting our sails, right? We're setting our mindset, our direction, and then we're moving. We're getting off the shore. We're getting out of the dock, and we're moving out into the ocean toward the destination. I like that metaphor. Now, it would be an interesting thing. I'm just looking over my notes here. It would be an interesting thing to, at the end of the year, look back and think, man, where did I get this money from? And to realize that it all started from these 5 days. That's a great thing. And I've had that experience where I'm like, okay, like, whoa. And it's not, it's not life shattering. There's no yacht out on the bay, but it's, wow. I had never seen that much money in one place that I didn't have to go out and break my back for. Right? That's the feeling you want to have. So, again, to recap, today is about commitment, setting objective measures, right? Once a month, we're going to go in and we're going to look at our expenses. If you have to do once every 2 weeks, do it every 2 weeks, right? You're like, remember the gym analogy, right? You're building muscles. Maybe you have to do it more frequently. Maybe once every 2 weeks, you go back and you look at your last 2 weeks and say, man, where could I have made some changes? And start to audit your own actions. Audit your actions. Then we want to set an objective, reliable way to consistently invest. So once a month, 10% of every dollar you made. Or do it once every 2 weeks, every paycheck. Put 10% aside. Now you want to put 10% aside for tithing, all right? But that's a different story for a different day. So yeah, this is going to be good. Day 5 is tomorrow. Make sure you're here. Bye.